Hi,
Hi,
everybody.
everyone.
I'm
Hi.
Diane,
I'm Klala.
and I guess we're here to talk about our course, teaching you guys the D&H technique. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. These are people that have started our course, finished our course, in the middle of our course, and they are going to speak to you about their experience.
Yes.
Okay. Would you like to start by introducing yourselves? Rhonda?
Yes, my name is Rhonda Molyneux, and I'm from Michigan. And I have been doing mosaics for about 10 years or so. I've never done anything like this, but I have some limited experience with mosaics.
Thank
That's
you
good.
very much. Gail?
I'm from North Dakota, which is the state very close to Canada. But in the winter, I am in Arizona. So right now I'm in Arizona. I've been doing mosaics, I would say, for close to 15 years or more. And I dabble in a little fused glass, but mostly my heart is in mosaics. It's what I dearly love to do. And I loved my project. I'm so glad that I made that decision.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Gail. Okay, Cindy.
So hello, everybody. I'm Cindy Laneville, and I live in Winchester, Ontario, Canada. And that is actually about 45 minutes from Ottawa, which is our nation's capital. My experience is it's been about 20 years that I've been working full-time with glass, more so in a mosaic glass on glass technique and teaching as well. So this is where I am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. You are a beautiful
Okay.
teacher.
Yes.
Thank you.
Lorraine. Just need to put your sound on, Lorraine.
Hi, I'm Lorraine. I'm from Nelson, the top of the South Island of New Zealand. I've been working in glass for over 40 years, purely as a hobby. I started with lead lighting, making mini windows, copper foil panels, sun catchers. Recently, I just did my first GOG mosaic, so I am now hooked into mosaics, and after seeing Kayla and Diane's work, I'm just absolutely amazed by it and had to learn more about it.
Okay, thank you so much. Nancy.
Hello, I'm Nancy Rendoni Downey, and I live in Texas. And I started in stained glass, and I've done stained glass for about 17 years, and then with scraps that I had, decided to try some mosaics. So I've done a lot of glass on glass mosaics, probably the last 10 years. And when I saw the bear on the website, that drew me to the course. So
Get to see him again, Nancy.
there he is.
Okay,
you.
thank you so much. Janet. Oh, we
No.
haven't got sound for you, Janet, so you might have to put your sound on. We'll come back to you in a moment. Okay, we'll go on to Carol. We can't hear you. Carol.
Oh, hi, I'm Carol Williams, and I live in beautiful British Columbia, Canada, which is on the west coast of Canada. And I feel like I'm the newbie here because I've only been doing stained glass for about a year. I took a course about a year ago, and then I wanted to do something different, and I saw Diane's beautiful mosaics, and I thought I'd like to try that. So I rushed into my glass store and asked them to quickly show me how to do mosaics. And so I did. I was working on one glass on glass, and I absolutely loved it. And now I'm not quite finished my project yet, but I've also just started doing a bit of fusing as well. So Literally, I've been doing it for about a year, but this is what I'm going to continue doing because I love it so much. It's wonderful.
Fantastic.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Carol.
Thank you.
Okay, Carla.
Hello, my name is Carla Baca. I'm originally from Louisiana, but I now live in Indiana. I've done glass, started in stained glass about 23 years ago. I didn't care too much for stained glass, so I started fusing glass. I have never done mosaic. This is my very first piece, and I'm loving it. And like Nancy, I saw the bear and I bugged them for probably 6 months prior. Are you going to do a class? Are you going to do a class? So that's how I got involved.
Well, we put on the class just for you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Shalu.
Hi everyone. I live in a small state, Goa in India. It's a beautiful place. And I have been doing mosaics for the last 7 years. It's not a very like I'm new to it, but I've been working with ceramics mostly. And, and I had been following Klala and Dianne, and I had been seeing all their traits. Especially, yes, the bear was unable to bear and we couldn't resist it at all. And the moment they like introduced that they're doing a workshop, I jumped in. So I had to because it was so amazing, and I hadn't worked with glass. Like this was too good to be, like even think that okay, you can achieve that, realistic mosaic. So yes, that's how I got into it. And am I like, do I have to tell how I feel about it right now, or I can tell that later?
Later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and Tina.
Tina.
Hi, I'm Tina. I'm from Pennsylvania. I've been doing glasswork since probably about 2008. I've done stained glass, I've done fused glass and mosaics, but nothing like Klala and Dianne do. And as soon as I saw their work online, I just knew I had to take this class. I wanted to do something that was going to look like a real animal.
Okay.
Thank you.
And you're succeeding.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now, Janet, if you unmute, let's see if we've got sound back on. Okay, have you got your son there or?
Yes. No?
No, not at the moment. Okay. Well, Janet's from Queensland in Australia. So she's one of our very few Aussie participants in our classes. Most people seem to be overseas. We do have a beautiful lady from Egypt who was going to join us, but is sick. But anyway, now with the people that are here, we would love to hear your experience doing this course, because we know it's not an easy course. How did you find it? Okay, would anyone like to start?
But before you start, Janet, you can leave and return, come back. Maybe it will be works.
Yeah, you can try and just go out of the Zoom and come back. That might work. Okay. How about Tina? Would you like to start for a start?
Well, when I first started taking the course, I thought, I'm never going to be able to do this, never. But I think with all the instruction you gave and the videos you gave, I found it kind of soothing to cut the glass. I really enjoyed cutting the glass and doing that. I think the hardest part I found was the eyes, because you really need to make those look realistic, and because the eyes are the soul of the project. And what I liked best about this was, I think Klala just has this ability to find what each person needs in the way that he teaches them. It's not just that cookie cutter teaching, it's curtailed to the needs of each person. And I think that was what I found to be the best part of it, that when you're having difficulty, the two of you really jump in and try to give everyone the help that they need.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And how do you feel about the whole process overall?
I think it was a great process. The way you teach us, every little bit, if I got frustrated, you could really talk me down and help me through my process, and you knew what my sticking points were with different things, of how I could nitpick my own work. And I just think the whole process was so smooth and very educational, and I'm really going to use this in my future work. You taught me color theory. You taught me how to mix the colors and use a lot of different colors that I would never think to use. And I just really enjoyed the whole process.
Okay. And it's continuing. So lucky us, we're going to maintain the contact anyway. We seem to make friends with most of our participants. Ongoing.
Well, and
of course.
I think you treat everyone like their family also. This isn't just a course you take and I paid my money and okay, I took the class and now it's over with. That's not how it works. You treat everyone like their family to you, and you treat us fairly. You really give more than 100% to each person.
Thank you so much. Well, we want you all to succeed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kim.
What about you, Lorraine?
I'm always up for a challenge, and I'm not interested in doing anything easy, so I thought I would give this technique a try. I was thankfully talked out of doing a tiger.
For a first project.
I chose the zebra. I find the videos, they're very instructive and steps that are easy to follow. You just need a lot of practice and patience. Re-watching the videos lots of times are helpful. My biggest challenge was, and still is, getting good colour nuances. As Dianne said, we use lots of colours that you wouldn't think that you would use. I just find, taking photos and stepping back and re-looking at them is very helpful.
Do you think you're going to use this technique going into the future?
Oh, for sure. Yes. Yes, I've got lots of projects lined up now, including a tiger.
Including a tiger. Nothing will put you off.
Just the way that you guys support us, and I mean, any questions and queries we have are answered basically straight away. And the support from the other group members is just amazing too. Yeah. I must say though that in your list of requirements for the course, a hairdryer is a necessity.
To remove pieces of glass, okay.
Yes. Yeah.
We must put that on the list. Okay. Nancy, thank you, Lorraine.
Thank you.
Nancy.
Well, I love the course. It was a challenge. And I think what surprised me was the personal attention. I'm thinking I'm sitting here in Texas and this course is going to be taught by folks in Australia. And I'm like, oh my goodness, will I even be able to do this? And
We speak English.
But I think the relationship that develops over the time, and like both Tina and Lorraine said, the feedback, the encouragement, there was always something positive in the feedback that we got. And I think you both have a unique way of seeing something in us that maybe we didn't see. And so that is very much appreciated. And I do think it's a challenge. The realism part is the challenge, and getting those nuances. So that has been a whole new experience for me that I really appreciate. And I do like the community that has come out of this experience. And yeah, I don't think we can unlearn anything that we've taken. So it will have to influence whatever we do going forward. So I just am very grateful that I saw the bear, because I did not follow. I mean, I think was looking on one of the sites that I'm on, and that just caught my eye, and the rest is history now.
It is. And
So
look
thank
what you have created. A bit of
I'm
an
my
heirloom.
little Giuseppe. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Nancy. Okay. Who's next, Carla? You choose.
Chalu.
Okay. First of all, I was really not open to an online class, because mosaic is such a personal and a hands-on kind of work that I was a little but the first thing that happened is it didn't look like we are doing an online class. Kala and Dan were so present even in the week, or like any time. And what somebody could have seen by the naked eye, both of them, I don't know like who's less and who's more, they could get one single piece of glass which has gone wrong, and they could point out on that and say, this glass has not been put properly, Shalu. So it was so detailed, and they they literally, and as everybody is saying, it was such a personalized class. It was not something where they're showing you a technique. Okay, this is how you're supposed to cut, this is how you're supposed to put. No, your piece, this is how you're supposed to do. So in your, like, if I'm doing the cat, they would make a video for the cat, they would make the video for the other animal. And even the eyes, okay, how the eyes of the cats are supposed to be, how the eyes of the zebra are supposed to be, which doesn't happen in an online class. It was so, never looked like it's an online. They were literally like, they knew my piece more than me, like they knew, okay, this Shalu, your cat has that kind of thing. So which was, it never felt that I'm not close to them. It was almost like, we are all in one room and doing it. Every Sunday when we would sit, it was not like we are online, because Kala and they knew our pieces personally, they knew our projects so personally, and amazing. And this project is not something which is stopped here. For me, or I'm sure for all of us, the details that they have taught, the colors and how to see, I felt like it was way beyond this project, way beyond the cat. Today I know I'm unable to finish this because it's a personal project and I do have a lot of commercial work, but my commercial work has changed. How I see the colors has changed now. So I am taking it not just to glass, but even to ceramics. I'm using the technique for ceramics also. I'll put some photographs of the birds that I've been doing, but which are actually in ceramics, but my whole perspective has changed. So it's a lifelong lesson which they have taught, it doesn't stop to glass. I have a lot to say. It'll come gradually, but yeah, it's like I never felt, and their connection to us is like, as everybody's saying, they treat you like you're a part of their family. So they'll call you, and it's almost like, oh, I'm a family now. It's not about, we are all students and we've learned and we are gone. No, we are there, and even now, we have not been. They have so much of patience. Oh my God. Both of them, like, how do I say this one is less and that one is less, or that one is more? Both of them have so much of patience. They will like really understand, and they understand why we have not been able to. If there was somebody else, they would have, Shalu, you haven't finished your work till now. They understand that I have personal things, I have work and everything. So it's okay. But they still motivate you. and they still tell you, finish it. Yes, let's finish it. So you get motivated. So I am so blessed that I, did this workshop, and I know them. More than anything, I am so blessed to have known them. It's the most beautiful connection I've made in these years. And the whole community. Cindy has been like, oh, she's such a dear friend. My goodness, it's been beautiful. So I'm so glad I could meet you all.
Oh,
And
that's
thanks,
lovely.
Klala and Dianne.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much, Shalu. Thank you. That's lovely to
It's
hear all that feedback.
Thank you.
Okay,
Anyone?
Rhonda.
Well, I was not sure what to expect when I took the class. I knew I had to try this technique, and I have learned so much, grown so much. Never thought that I could do this kind of work. You guys have shown me so much tenderness, tough when I needed it, slap on the hand when I'm ripping glass off because I need to redo it, and just have been that support. And what I've learned, I can't wait to do more. It is my new addiction. I love it.
Ah, that's good.
I love
Fantastic.
it. You guys have been wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Family.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, a little tear. I think.
Inundation.
Yes. Okay. Gail.
Yeah. When I signed up, I was back in North Dakota, and it worked out so well to do it this year for me, just because of personal reasons. And one thing that I was concerned about is the time frame difference between the United States and Australia. But that is not a problem with this class, because Kayla seems to never sleep. So, so he's like, he can see when you get online, and, he'll send you a post. Do you need any help, or send me an update, or, do it and video calls. So you personally get to talk to both of them, which makes a huge difference. But learning this process is just a wonderful experience. It's an experience learning and moving in color, more so than what I have learned so much, and I know I have a lot to learn yet, but it has been wonderful. If anybody has any inkling that they want to expand in glass, I definitely would encourage people to take the class. It's amazing. And I have started my second piece, so I am onward, and it's really an exciting piece. So I'm truly an addict. So I thank you both.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Gail. Okay, Cindy.
Hi again. So thank goodness, here's the words here. Thank goodness for social media and Facebook, because had I not had access to that, I wouldn't have been able to see your gorgeous work. And really, I actually sat down and made a few notes about, how this all evolved, and how, I become aware of your work. And so, Dianne, it was really your work that first caught my eye. And then, of course, Klala, obviously, friended him and saw his work. And then when you posted your pictures of the bear and the lion and the zebra, and, I just couldn't get enough. And so I was pretty excited when you offered the course. I remember having the conversation with you both, and Dianne, you saying to me, are you going to be able to take instruction because, you know, occasionally you'll do something and you'll have to change it. And I sat there and I listened very intently, and I was so hungry to learn that technique. And of course, I was receptive to that. I really enjoyed being in the role of the student rather than the teacher. It was really refreshing. I think the experience personally has not only helped me as a student to evolve in my work, still in progress, but also as a teacher. So, you know, both of you have been very, like, I just observing you when you're talking to everyone, you're very patient, trying to critique everyone and encourage everyone. You've done it very positively. Having everyone have different designs is a challenge. I factually know that. So you've handled it very professionally. It was very clear to me that your priority was for everyone to succeed. There wasn't any indication to me that you were hiding techniques, like you were sharing your knowledge with all of us graciously. So, and you definitely have always had a friendship as well with us all. That's what I see from that. It's not just a transactional situation. You genuinely care about everyone succeeding. It would be ridiculous for me to suggest that this experience will not influence my work going forward. It does. It just does, because you're just, these tips and these processes are ingrained in me. I can't, like, it's just there. And so it's interesting because when I do pieces, smaller pieces, because I also have commercial work as well, and the feedback is, wow, that course you've taken. So, you know, my clientele are responding already to the improvement of my work, of other work. So, I mean, hands down, I would absolutely recommend, you know, to someone that is willing to make the time commitment and be receptive to your coaching, to your, you know, constructive critique, to take the course, because you'll be surprised. Like, I was surprised. So I'm thankful. How's that?
Thank you so
Thank you
much,
so much.
Cindy.
Like, that's how I feel. And, you know, it's been very positive. So.
Yeah, it feels like it's been a bit of a sharing. We've been learning as much from you guys as
Exactly,
you've been
yeah.
learning from us. So thank you for that too.
Carol.
Carol.
Wow, what can I say? Everything has already been said. I too was very nervous about joining this course. I saw your work online and fell in love with it. And like I said, I had only been doing it for a short period of time in terms of working with glass. And I didn't know whether I had enough experience to actually, you know, do something as magnificent as you have done, or whether I could learn the technique myself. And I was also concerned about the time commitment that, you know, you were very upfront with how much time it took. And I'm thinking, how am I going to fit in 2 to 3 hours a day? But now it's part of my day now. It's just, this is my time to be in my studio and just do what I love doing. I really wanted to, because I was new to glass, I wanted to find something that was a little bit more unique than just doing, you know, sun catchers and working with glass that way. I wanted to find something a little bit more unique. So I joined the class, and I must say the most challenging part, I guess, at the very beginning was just gathering all my supplies. I don't live in a big city, so it was hard to kind of get everything together, but I did manage to get that done. And then just started my shard cutting, and I got a little frustrated at the beginning, like everybody does, and just went back and looked at videos, and those videos are fantastic. And you should be a hand model, Klala, because your hands are very nice to look at, even if they've got band-aids on
Trying to
them.
show his hand, but he's
Yeah. But having those videos available to us, I think, has been invaluable. And so the more you cut them, the better you get at them. And having Klala respond to your questions and your videos that you, or your pictures that you send, has been wonderful. I mean, sometimes I feel nervous about sending something. I don't want it to bing in the middle of the night and wake you up. So I have to be careful when I send things, but you've been very responsive and very supportive. And I feel that sometimes when I'm working and I'm putting a piece down, I'm thinking, oh, Klala wouldn't like where I put that piece, so I take it off and put something else down. So like a little voice on my shoulder here, no, that one's coming off. But all in all, it has been fantastic. And like a lot of other ladies have said, the community, the support that we get from each other has been fantastic. And it's been life-changing. I'm going to continue doing this, and I probably won't be doing much stained glass anymore. I really want to concentrate on working with this technique and doing more beautiful pieces. So I really want to thank you for all your support. And you don't need a lot of experience, and that's maybe something that I can bring to the table, is that, you know, you just got to have the motivation and the desire to learn something new, and stick with it. Even when it gets frustrating, you just got to stick with it. But it's been a great experience, and I highly encourage people to sign up for the course. Thank you so much, all of you.
So much. That's lovely. Thank you, Carol, and the beautiful Klala.
Well, I don't think there's anything for me to say. Everybody has done such a good job. I agree with everything that everybody has said. And I agree with Carol that because I had no experience in mosaics, and I can say that I love it now. I can't wait till I finish my dog and get started on the next piece. And as far as, you couldn't ask for better teachers. That's all I can say is the videos. If you pay attention to the videos and you watch them over and over, you can only do the best. I mean, that's it. I mean, they teach you very well on how to do it.
Thank
That's
you.
lovely, Klala. Thank you.
I don't know what else to say because everybody said everything that I wanted to say, and the bear's what started it.
You have never been stuck for a word before, Klala.
I know, and I'm stuck right now.
Okay.
Honestly, we had magnificent time with you, and we are so happy to meet you, because we find you with all your positive energy. All of you, you are a nice person, and we are so glad to meet you all. And I can't tell you how much touch us your kindness and your efforts and your energy. Every time we spoke about you when we are alone.
Yes.
And sometimes I speak with
your
Tina.
ears would be burning if you knew how much we talked about you.
Sometimes we speak with Cindy, for example. We speak about Rhonda, about Lorraine, about Tina, about Carol, about Nancy.
You see what she's done, you know?
When we speak with Nancy, the same about other. If we speak with Tina, we speak about So
Everything's positive, and that's the way we love it. Mhm.
and Tina, she has a long experience with, with us.
Yes.
And our greatest wish is to come over to visit you all one day. And I guess most of you are from America. We love the idea of coming to America and
Canada.
hopefully having everyone meet us all together or doing a little workshop together. That's our greatest wish, because you guys have become friends.
Mhm.
And that I'm not just saying that. You've become part of our
You're
lives.
welcome anytime. You're welcome anytime.
It's not like a short course where you don't
Exactly.
get to know the teacher. It's all
Right.
very professional, and you do your job, and then you leave the course and you go away and you think, oh, well, that was a great course. Because our course runs over several weeks, we become involved in your lives and what's going on behind the scenes as well.
Yeah.
Which means that we develop this very, very special connection with you guys. And, you know, we know your families, your health concerns, your work issues. We know a lot about you. And that makes us feel like we're part of your lives and really good friends.
And our big pleasure when we see your beautiful work. And you can see
Yes.
everyone, when you see Nancy, what she made, that's incredible. When you see Carol, what is that? I speak about the talent, not just the subject. Lorraine, she made an incredible job. And Rhonda,
All of you, all of you.
Shalu, from the first time when she made the eye of her cat, that's incredible. I can't believe in the second exercise, she made everyone, when they said, saw the eye, said, what is that? It's painting?
Yeah.
And Tina now she made painting. She is not fine art. It's something different. I can't find the word. And when I saw the talent of Cindy, she has incredible talent as a teacher. But when she learned our technique, she used her experience with our technique for her work. And I can see her talent in with her style in her work. And every time I said that for all of you, your success on your subject, that your efforts. And everyone, I can see your feeling in your work. That your success. And finally, we are so happy to give you this pleasure.
Yeah. And I think sometimes you feel as if on your first project, you're trying to please us in a way to get to the level that we want. And for us, that's a good grounding, because we believe that you're going to go on to your second project. And from what you've learned during your first project, you will have the confidence to experiment more, to take things in your own direction, experiment with colors in ways that you've never done before, not just to please us, but to please yourselves. So we're hoping that your journey doesn't end with this first project and that it continues. And I know for some of you, it already has continued, and that really warms our hearts. We love that. And seeing what you do. Our interest in you does not stop at the end of the course. It's there forever, not just with this project, with everything you produce in the future. We'll be absolutely invested in seeing how you go and following you and enjoying your friendship into the future.
You are free to, if you'd like to tell anything.
Okay, I think probably an hour is enough.
Yeah, but
So,
if you'd like to tell anything, you are free.
right, I think everybody said everything they wanted to say. Is that true?
Can I just say one thing? I think it's really important for people knowing when they sign up for the course that, you know, most courses there's a beginning, a middle, and an end, and you come out of it with your whatever you've created. Whereas this course is not like that, that you take the time in the course to learn the technique, and then you move on to actually doing your project. I think that maybe some people would be disappointed to know that they would actually not be able to finish this entire thing in 6 weeks. But to know that I didn't put one shard on until the course was finished. So there's a lot of practicing to leading up to actually starting to work on your piece. And I think that's important for people to know.
Yeah.
Yes, that's really good. A good thing to say. We do exercises as if you were at university.
Yeah.
Right.
We practice on exercise when they're comfortable up, go.
It's not a hobby class. This is serious business here.
Yeah.
But hopefully fun, because it's fun when you see the achievement that you're making, we hope.
Right.
I'd like to add on to what Cindy said, because I think she said it best when she said about this isn't just here, take my money to do the class and then we're done with you. And she also said that you're not holding anything back when you're teaching us. You're not keeping any little secrets to yourself. Because I've taken a lot of other classes, and when I've come home from taking the class, I didn't feel like I could duplicate what I had made in the class, because I felt like I wasn't really learning everything there was to make the project. So I've taken many classes, and I feel that with your class, you've taught us everything that you know, and you continue to teach us what you know. And I feel that I can make another project from what I've learned from the two of you.
Great. That's a really good comment to make.
Yesterday, the French lady, what she said, Dominique.
Oh, yes. We had a lady who commented on the work of one of our students, and she said, oh, the students are going to be better than the masters. And I replied and said,
Not
that's
possible.
our objective.
We said,
That's our
our objective.
Yeah. We're not trying to hide things so that you can't do as well as we're doing.
That's a big compliment for you.
It's a compliment for you, but that, you know, we really want you to succeed at the highest level.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, okay, I think we might finish things up now.
Yeah.
So thank you for coming, everybody. And delighted that you could share your observations and your thoughts with us. Thank you so much for making the time to come, especially Shalou, you getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning to do this. That's fantastic. Thank you, guys. And we'll see you all soon.
Thank you.